What going on, family? I hope y'all miss me. I was gone for a little bit. If you didn't, I would still live, but you know, you could miss me, you know what I mean? It's Rebel Glam. And today I wanna just deal with a couple topics that out and fresh right now that I felt I could touch on. Now, first thing first, I posted yesterday the way to a man's heart is through food. But we all know the expression, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, right? And I said stomach first, penis is after that. And people was like, for real? I thought it was his mind. I thought it was through his penis or whatever. But come on, ladies, let's be real. When you feed someone in general, feeding represents nourishment. And in our life, on a physical level, if we do not eat properly, it even affects how we think. There is no woman that can nourish a man in his life that he's not going to appreciate. In order to decide to nourish somebody, there are certain qualities that you would have to have displayed. Now, I'm not saying that any man that you like to bone and cook food for him all the time and give him food all the time. But I am going to tell you that one of the best gifts that you can give a man, we've always wondered like what to buy a man, and we buying the man all sort of cologne and sneakers and all of that. That is all well and good, but a serious food that met with love is warm a man's heart. Men have food memories. There's thinking food memories sometimes, and I think it's all about being nourishing. It's all about on an emotional level, on a physical level. You have to be able to feed that man. The reason why I say this, obviously I'm a chef and there got a lot of women that can't cook, that can want to be jealous of me or whatever, but my experience with men has shown that men don't function too well. And I say this abroad, it doesn't mean every single man, alright? Because you know it's always have to break down things for the idiots who just somehow find me, right? But if a man is in a situation with a woman where he likes to cook or whatever, that's fine. And if a woman ain't a cook and clean woman and blah blah blah, and the man decide to get with her knowing how she is, that's fine too, because this is 2012, and you know, if you can't cook your own food or wash your own clothes, then you need to hire somebody to do it, not look for a relationship. So it's not like I'm trying to go back into the 50s or some shit with my speech that I'm here making, but cooking for people, and this is Selena Dodson, the chef, here speaking. You can really see the way how food brings people together, how food brings unity. And I feel as though we women need to understand that we are the nurturers. Our sex is the more nurturing sex. We are the more emotional sex. We are the sex who might take certain things more seriously. We are the mothers. We are the ones who carry the children. And all these things mean something, right? And any man that you get with, you should be looking to nourish and nurture that man. Of course, he can look to do the same, but we are good at nurturing ourselves as long as we feel as though we have certain things in place. Number one, little attention. Number two, little time. If a man is willing to give you his attention and spend his time with you, usually, you know, you know, when I come on this thing and I blog, I don't ever be talking about them fake bitches, you know what I mean? I ain't talking about no girl that pretending or nobody that in relationships to see what she could get or nothing like that. I'm talking about a woman that's looking for a serious relationship and a man that's looking for a serious relationship. There's nothing like being nourished or nurtured by your partner, and I think that food is a great way to start, because everybody on earth loves food. And I think that if you would learn to cook sane, you understand, and cook something with your heart for somebody, they will have an appreciation for you on a deeper level. And we all know that a hungry man is an angry man. These statements ain't come from nothing. There's a lot of times where man don't even know what's wrong with he just gotta get something to eat. There's a lot of times where men spend exorbitant amounts of money on food because they just need something to eat. And it's important, you understand what I mean, to realize that sex is not the way to get into a man's heart. You might have more luck if you just cook little food and give this man. Yes, men like sex. But hungry men are looking for sex. He's looking for food. Sex is come after food here. When you have a situation where you are willing to be with someone, people are always doing this dinner thing, right? Going out to dinner, and you expect that, you know, because of the times that we live in, the man's supposed to pay all the time. Even if you're paying, there's a recession, you're gonna go all the time. If you could cook for somebody and have conversations over food that you cook for somebody, you could really get to know a person. You can have a story behind the food that you cook, so you have a conversation topic, you know, to start with. There's a lot of different elements of cooking that really can bring people together and that really unites people on a different level. And I'm just advising you, right? If you love somebody, one of the best ways to bring an offering that person's gonna really appreciate, it doesn't have to be expensive or whatever, is food. The personal level that other things bring you to is what makes the sex good anyway. Because if somebody's not interested in who you are, then they cannot have sex with you on the level that you really need. You understand? Maybe it might even be good the first time or the second time, but by time 3, things already started to dead off, cause there ain't a real connection there, right? But when you start to build that sexy romantic connection, which is, I guess, what I'm really trying to say, there's a lot of romance in food and in men's response to food. You understand? When you look at it and you realize these things, you understand? Men connect food to nurturing, to their mother, to things like that. Who is the person who feed you when you were growing up? You always have a sort of love for that person, even if the person might turn out to be an idiot in other ways. Once they always treated you well, and you know, not nobody that throwing food at you, but somebody take time and care and cook little food for you. There's great appreciation and great love there. Anyway, next thing, want to read the Dear Christine thing? I went on Facebook this morning. I can see what is this world coming to, and a post that a person get from Dear Christine. But this woman saying that she had always suspected a man was a homosexual. However, she went and get 2 children from me. Now he doing it blatant in front she face and tell she to shut she mouth about it because he just give she money. And she can write Christine and ask Christine what to do. First of all, I would like to thank the Father in heaven for making me a realist. Thank you that I was raised to be real. Thank you. Right? That's the first thing I would like to do. And now I would like to share some realness with my family here. Why are we getting ourselves into situations where we are going to deal with people that we are suspecting is to be bullies? Do not bring me no homosexual argument for or against gay men or women at this point in time, because I don't want to hear it, and that is my choice. You don't have to listen. That is your choice. Homosexuality is supposed to be a dead end by nature. 2 men that love one another, fine, are not supposed to raise a son. They can never, 2 of them, come together and get a son or a daughter that is from 2 of them. They would have to go and impregnate somebody or do some sort of adoption or something. Fine, let me be real. Every human being deserves to know their natural mother and father and to be loved by the people who created them. Every human being deserves to be born in a situation where their mother and father love one another on some level and are able to get along. And it would be perfect, and we all know ideal, if the mother and father could be together, because everybody knows that that is the ideal situation to raise a child. Now, because of life, there are many children born in less than ideal situation. Give thanks for the parents who still try their best to raise this child. But in all fairness, we know that when you know that you and somebody ain't gonna work out, you don't be looking to get no child in that situation, because you know the relationship is not serious enough for a child. I say all this to say, this man is a stinking dirty dog, because he went getting children because he feels he has enough money to support them and also to support his boyfriends who are coming to the house. However, he did not consider for 1 minute the life of those children or the parenting that he is supposed to provide for those children. He's only concerned with giving them money. And the woman, let's not deal with her, because the sort of idiot that she is and wants sympathy is one that I would never really be able to fathom. I can only pray for her or people like her. I suppose that her background could not have been too sweet that she would decide to ignore the fact a man might possibly be a homosexual and have sex with him bareback. I know stories of people that play that they're having anal sex and then vaginal sex and end up in the hospital quick. Now let us be real. Let us be as real as possible. What does she want Christine to tell her? What can Christine say at this point in time? Well, use a Johnny and he too. Please give me your number so that I can find a suitable home for the children. And this is harsh economic times, so nobody really want to take on nobody else's children nowadays. But the best thing that can happen to their children is to left both mother and father and go and live somewhere else and let mother and father send money for them. Because it would be a blessing for them to get somebody to take their children, because somebody got to take their children. How their children supposed to grow up? They're supposed to be normal. When we look at people and we see people bumbling through life and doing shite all the time, are we not aware that usually it has to do with their roots? Can we not see that a damaged seed is bringing a damaged tree, if any tree at all? Are we not identifying the trees by the fruits which they're bearing? Recently, I have been unfortunate enough to witness some people being very mean for no reason. Like, for instance, the other day I was getting out of my vehicle. When I had looked at the road to get out, nothing was coming up. Then this man comes speeding up the road, and because he had to slow down, the man looked at me so stink and stoops. I said, "Any need to get on so?" And he rolled his eyes and went along. But when he went along, I was sorry for he, because I don't know what it is that he's so angry about in his personal life that he got to be vexed with me for getting out my car, and he happened to speed up the road and he had to slow down in case he don't hit my door. Well, drive up the road and hit my door then, you Johnny. Huh? And pay for it then, since you ain't got no blasted sense. Why are we so angry? Why are we acting as though other people don't have a right to be on the planet as well, and as though things don't happen? Why are we getting on as though we never made an accident or made a mistake, and as though we are perfect? What's this attitude that black people come in with? And they say black people because I'm in Barbados, but we all know it's the races of the world. Where is this thing? When I need to check oneself, we all got to check ourselves. Check yourself. What are you doing with your life? What is the purpose of your life? I have a song called Freedom with Hotter Flames. So what you gonna do with your life? A blessing that is true, but you're fool with your life. Playing a lot of games, being cool with your life. But if you don't know, you're cruel with your life. What are you gonna do with your life? Nobody don't tell one nothing, because freedom is your choice. But even though you're free, I just can't hear your voice. You speak the words of others. Following is your choice. What are we doing? Very seriously, what are we doing? You understand? What is Christine supposed to tell this person? From the time that you know yourself, you have to decide that what you want for yourself is not too much. And I'm not talking materially. I'm talking about spiritually, happiness, physically, what things that we want for ourselves. Do not take it to be too much. And stop with this fakeness and this unreal living where you would tell yourself something like, he possibly could have a man on me, but I'm going to have sex with him bareback. Why are we doing these things to ourselves? Why are we having sex with people? She said she asked him about it. He said if she won't believe it, then that's she foolish business, or something to that extent. Who is this person? Why are you dealing with somebody that does not respect you? People attack my relationship all the time. And sometimes I get real vexed about it because I'm a passionate person in life. But at the end of the day, I am married to them. My issue would now come if who I'm married with, if I come and talk to he, and he can tell me, well, if you can take that girl on. Half the time when the men is tell one of them sort of things, the men is be doing bare junk. Because anybody that is about being with you can sit down and talk to you and be real with you. We need more families. We need more love. And people in relationships, we need one to take them more seriously. All of us, we need to take it more seriously. Let us come together. Let us decide, if I'm in a relationship, to take it to the full works, to really be in it, both people. And if you cannot offer somebody your everything, definitely do not get no child from them. I beg you. Definitely. The biggest problem that we face right now is that not only do we have to deal with ourselves, who we do not even love or know, because you don't love yourself, you have sex with somebody bareback that you don't know who else they might be having sex with. Especially because once a person might be having sex with someone else, if you are the fixed serious relationship, then they might be having sex with multiple people. People have to get out of this idea of living a dirty life. Why do you want to live a dirty life? Is it really making you happy? Sit down and talk to yourself. Unplug from KFC and Coca-Cola system and eat a mango. A lot of the things that we think that we like is be killing us, and a lot of the things that we think we don't like will help us live. And if we would just try it consistently with a little discipline, we will realize we do like it. Stop getting all like the big guts in front of you. It's not your fault or your doing. Take a walk, drink water, live a natural life, do some more things to help you live. I hear about people with cancer, they're still eating the same way they was eating before. A lot of fried things. About what happened? Eat some vegetables, go and do some research. And we all know these things. We all know that there is better out there if we would accept it. Accept it. Love yourself. Cut some food and share it with the person that you love. And sit down and have real conversations about life. And smile. You know? I sat down and heard people talking, and all they were talking about is likes on Facebook and who has the most likes. And and the things people tweet at them on Twitter. Really? OMG. Well, if Twitter was to shut down or Facebook, what would we do? I'd be sorry if YouTube shut down, because then I can't send my videos to one. It's so easy. But I assure you, I would surely be living. So I just want to send peace, good vibes, and love. And as I said, giving pure thanks. And I want to remind you all, you understand? It's not about how much people watch my video. It's not about how much people do this, about how much people do that. It's not about how much likes a picture get, whatever the case may be. Realness is not about that. Realness is putting that good vibe out there, regardless of if nobody listens. You have to get hold of this thing about needing people and love yourself, so that your offspring don't got a bully man that don't care nothing about you for their father. That is a natural disaster. That ain't supposed to happen. It's not supposed to happen. By rights, he know he's gay, fine. There's a whole bunch of acceptance in society for he. But you know what he is supposed to be? A dead end. He's supposed to like who he like and go on about his business. But he's not supposed to raise children. Children need a mother and a father, and they need a mother who respects their father and a father who respects their mother. Respect is love and plain clothes. And if there's no respect, there can't be no love. And if there's no love, there's no ideal situation to raise children. So whatever these children gotta go through now is not what it should have been. One love, family. Rubber Glam out.